Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Watchdog Ministries News. It's also our evening news report. So we're going to talk about Trump's second day in office and also the global ripple effect it's going to have. So welcome back to Watchdog Ministry News. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a loyal viewer, we thank you all for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and TikTok for the latest updates. Tonight, we'll bring a comprehensive breakdown of President Donald Trump's second full day in office, including key political, economic, and healthcare developments in the U.S., and also breaking global events. We'll also connect these events to critical RAND reports that provide the deeper strategic insights into the unfolding geopolitical landscape. Starting out this evening, the U.S. political and economic developments. Trump's agenda begins to take shape. So the presidential actions and breaking news. So President Trump has wasted no time in advancing his agenda, signing executive orders addressing energy policy, immigration enforcement, and national security. The economic focus. Trump reaffirmed his commitment to job growth, announcing plans to renegotiate trade deals and roll back regulatory burdens on businesses. The healthcare shakeup, right? The administration signaled its intent to overhaul Obamacare, setting the stage for intense congressional battles. I bet there will be. What are some connections to my RAND report research? Well, the RAND report on counterinsurgency and stability operations offers insights into the administration's potential strategies for tackling domestic and foreign security threats. That's what I've been doing. I've been researching their playbook. Right? In the RAND report PDF, Overextending and Unbalancing Russia, that report aligns with Trump's stance on energy independence, which could impact U.S.-Russia economic tensions. Right? Let's move on for this evening. So Russia and Ukraine conflict. Moscow's calculated response to Trump. So Russia's reaction to the Trump's presidency. The Kremlin's initial response to Trump's inauguration has been cautiously optimistic. However, concerns remain about U.S. military aid to Ukraine and NATO's eastern expansion. Right? Reports also indicate increased Russian military activity near Ukraine, with heightened cyber operations targeting Western institutions. What is Ukraine's position? Ukraine has intensified calls for U.S. military assistance, urging Trump to maintain sanctions on Russia. What are some of the RAND report research connections here? Russia's war in Ukraine, emerging insights, PDF RAND report, analyzes how the conflict has influenced NATO's strategies, which will be crucial in shaping Trump's foreign policy. Our background tonight is from a RAND report, right? Can't really see it, but it came out January 3rd of 2025, right? Talking about Trump's foreign policy. All right, let's move on to China and Taiwan. So rising tensions as Trump assumes office. China's military maneuvers. Beijing, right, has ramped up military exercises near Taiwan, testing the waters in response to Trump's strong rhetoric on China. The Chinese Communist Party, CCP, has warned of severe consequences if the U.S. strengthens ties with Taiwan, right? What are some of the moves for Taiwan? Taiwan has welcomed Trump's presidency, anticipating more substantial diplomatic and military support. Okay? Connections to the RAND report research. The RAND study on counterinsurgency and stability operations. It discusses in there strategies for countering aggressive regional powers, which could inform Trump's approach to China. In the RAND report, Overextending and Unbalancing Russia, the report also outlined an economic and military strategy that could be applied to China's expansionist policies. What about Israel and Hamas conflict? Escalation or de-escalation, right? Tensions in the Middle East. The Israeli government has expressed optimism about Trump's presidency, expecting more substantial U.S. support against Hamas and Iran. Hamas, meanwhile, has called for an increased resistance, fearing a hardline shift in the U.S. foreign policy. I'm sure that's true. What are some of the connections to my research? The RAND reports and the counterinsurgency and stability operations. It examined asystematic warfare, which is central to the Israel-Hamas conflict. Right? Russia's war in Ukraine provides insight into military tactics that may apply to the Middle Eastern conflicts. World economics and healthcare updates. So here's some economic developments. Stock markets. Wall Street has reacted to Trump's policies with mixed results, with energy and defense stocks surging. Global trade uncertainty. Markets watch closely as the new administration reassesses trade agreements. Healthcare challenges. The Obamacare debate is heating up, right? Trump's early steps towards repealing the Affordable Care Act has sparked debates about potential replacements. Okay? Objective, right? What are some RAND insights? Economic and political stress on Russia. RAND report PDF. It highlighted economic vulnerabilities that could be exploited in trade negotiations. Read their playbook. It's interesting. You learn a lot. Counterinsurgency strategies report highlighted healthcare security and conflict zones. Let me say that again. It highlighted healthcare security and conflict zones, which is relevant as the administration navigates domestic and global health challenges. What are some final thoughts? The road ahead. Trump's second day in office has already set the stage for global shifts in power, policy, and economic strategies. From escalating Russia-Ukraine war to the growing China tensions and the ever-present challenges in the Middle East. These developments will define U.S. foreign and domestic policy in the months ahead. So we're going to dive a little deeper tonight before I close out. So I'm going to talk a little more about U.S. political and economic developments, Trump's agenda, and foreign policy. Right? So President Trump's foreign policy has been characterized by unpredictability, making defining a consistent strategic orientation challenging. According to a RAND report commentary, potential nominees for key foreign policy positions in a second Trump administration include hawks who support U.S. military involvement in various regions. Okay? This indicates a possible continuation of deep engagement, aiming for the U.S. to remain the dominant security provider in East Asia, Europe, and also the Middle East. Russia and Ukraine conflict, pathways to resolution, right? The ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine remains complex, with both nations far from achieving their primary objectives. Ukraine seeks the withdrawal of Russian troops from all its territories, including Crimea, while Russia aims to extend its influence over Ukraine. A Vox article highlights that achieving a ceasefire requires addressing key questions about both countries' willingness to negotiate and assuring Ukraine's future security without being unacceptable to Russia. President Trump's envoy for Ukraine believes a deal could be feasible within the next 100 days, though this still remains speculative. It's fair, subjective is balanced, right? China and Taiwan and their strategic implications. In Southeast Asia, reactions to potential second Trump administration is mixed. Some nations like Singapore have expressed neutrality, with officials stating they have worked with Trump administration before and are not overly concerned. However, others may worry about the potential for increased regional tensions. A recent RAND report commentary notes that the incoming administration appears poised to rejuvenate the Indo-Pacific strategy devised during Trump's first term, focusing on countering China and strengthening regional alliances and also partnerships. Israel-Hamas conflict, the Middle East dynamics, the deeper dive. Right? So the Middle East remains a region of strategic interest, with the Israeli government expressing optimism about Trump's presidency, expecting more substantial U.S. support against Hamas and Iran. However, the region's complexities require non-CS policies that balance support for allies. With the pursuit of long-term stability, a recent RAND report emphasized the importance of a comprehensive strategic orientation, a basic set of operating principles backed by actions and a realistic budget to guide the innumerable tactics, decisions of U.S. foreign policy. World economic and healthcare updates. Various factors, including defense spending, have an influence on the global economic landscape. An article in the Financial Times discusses the efficiency of using 2% GDP defense spending target as a measure of global security contributions by NATO allies. It suggests focusing on each country's capabilities and contributions, such as modern equipment and peacekeeping efforts. Rather than just spending figures, the RAND Corporation's report provides an alternative matrix, revealing that the U.S. share of the defense burden has decreased since the end of the Cold War. At the same time, NATO countries and other global allies have significantly contributed. All right. Let's get ready to close out now. Right? That is pretty much my report. I hope you guys enjoy this report. You know, I do take a lot of time in researching this stuff. Right? I tried to keep it objective and also to the point, right? I've been doing a lot of research into the government's playbook. And so I'm trying to make those connections to show you all that all of this is connected. It's part of a playbook. Right? So you all know what's going on. I'm trying to do what a lot of others aren't doing, but to actually dig deep and give an objective reporting on what's going on with the world. So thank you all again. So this is Watchdog Ministry News. I'm committed to informing you all with objective, fact-based analysis that sparks a meaningful conversation and debates. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook and TikTok for continuous updates. Stay informed, stay engaged, and always stay vigilant, right? And never, ever hold back. Seek truth. Love you all so much. Hope you enjoyed these reports. Please share out these videos, right? I'm gonna keep digging deeper and deeper. So please share out these videos. I love you all so much. Have a blessed evening. I'm out.